Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, and I want you to listen very well to what I'm about to say, because I need to make a collective decision with all of you who are watching this right now, so I really do want you to be active in the comments below this video. Why? Well, let me explain this to you. I've been thinking about what to do in this kind of situation that we have in this series. I've been staring at this accursed map for a very long time, and I was thinking to myself, can I survive the next 10 turns? Yeah, I could do it. Can I win the game? No. Seriously, is there even the slightest bit of hope that I can win this game? No. Maybe there is room for 5% error in there, assuming the AI does some stupid things, but in all accounts, I should not be able to win this now. It's beyond achievable. It might be somewhat achievable, you know, I can't predict the future, but I have my doubts. And why is that? I actually dug my own grave. When? In the last video. Why? Well, I honestly believe that, well, it doesn't matter really why. It was my mistake. Now the thing is, I knew the mistakes when I was making them, but I decided to ignore them and not re-record the videocast. Why? Because I was like, well, I'm already behind the schedule, and if I, decide to scrap this entire videocast that I recorded up until this point, I will not be able to upload it today, and my viewers will have nothing to watch. So I'll just ignore it and see how things go. That was stupid. I should have not posted the videocast that day and re-recorded it entirely. My fault. But it went live. What goes live on the internet is forever true. That is a fact that everybody needs to accept. What were the two mistakes that I made? Firstly, I did not activate the food booster when I had a chance to. Is that a big mistake? It actually is. It actually is a really big mistake. Now, second thing, what mistake did I do? I made Hiyoko. And this was pretty stupid of me. I am going to freely admit it. Well, people make errors, I suppose, and nobody is perfect. I'm certainly not perfect. I made a big error right there. So what exactly happened? What I should have done is I should have sent the seller I had in Genocider, and I should have sent it to besiege the enemy city, either Jamod or some other city, if I were to scout out one that was vulnerable to this sort of thing. This would have worked much better for two things. One, the enemy would have been besieged, lower economy, better chances for survival. That point wouldn't matter too much in all honesty, because Broccolids are not the people I'm concerned with. I already won the war against them the way I see it. They're dead by now. Just like I am, unfortunately. And now the second thing that is more important, economy. Right now the city is still costing me dust, and I was supposed to do this off camera. On the next turn when I grow population, now this city will start to give me dust. By which I mean it will give me 1 dust per turn. Then the winter is going to hit and it will start sucking my economy dry again. I didn't have it for very long, I admit, but this is already quite a bit of... I mean, look at this. 7 dust per turn I was losing all those turns, even if it was 2 turns, that's too much. So that was no. And the last thing, the biggest thing, the crucial problem of this is that, look at Genocider. It's at 55% approval right now, which means that it's content. Had I not erected Hiyoko, Genocider would have been at 65% approval and be happy. What does happy mean? Well, it means that it would have plus 15% production. That paired up with the extra citizen I would have gotten from the food booster I did not activate would have actually made a difference in this entire series. And it would actually have been substantial enough for me to probably survive the situation even. And I'm not jumping into conclusions right now. So here's the thing. On one hand, I think that, well, this series is not only a playthrough, or let's play or whatever, but it is also a tutorial, right? What's the point of a tutorial if I don't show you the middle or late game? That's why you're watching this, right? So I was thinking, well, what if you gave me permission to redo the last videocast? I'll keep it uploaded, I suppose. Maybe I would make it unpublic though, or maybe not, I don't know yet. And re-record it. From the point where I started the last videocast, I could start it again without making the dumb errors that I made. I only moved through 2 turns in that video? 2, 3 turns, something like this. So yeah, it's not like I will know what is going to happen. Nothing changed in my situation since the start of the last videocast. But those mistakes, well, it's kind of interesting as well, don't you think? We would see how big those mistakes were, really, and how much would they matter. So that's what I wanted to discuss with you. Do you think it's okay? And speaking of which, should I go back to the start of last videocast or to the videocast before that? Because I also made a third mistake that was also very big that I already pointed out, and that is this thing: citizen armies. There was literally no point in me getting this tank. It did me no good. I have not done anything with it so far, and I never will if it continues like this. I should have gone for proliferator technology first. The fact that I had gone for a Metacritic promotion first is okay. It saves me a bit of upkeep, and I needed my 6 army slots. The fact that I went for Imperial Highways is okay. It gives me great profit. The fact that I went for Hydrology was the best decision I made. If I am to win this game, this is what is going to win the game for me. But I should not have gone for citizen armies, and that was another bit of my downfall. It's actually kind of interesting to analyze the mistakes I made and show how they cost me the game, really, because I was dumb. But anyway, there is that. So if you think I should go back, then should I go back to the start of the last video or the start of part 3 even? Or should I not go back at all, and should I be like, well, too bad, I fail? Because, in all honesty, like, I have nothing to prove by showing that, hey, I can win as Necrophages on endless difficulty. I've done it many times. I can even show you save files if necessary. I don't need to prove anything. That's not the point of the series. It's a tutorial after all. But all of this aside, I want your opinion, but this particular video, as you're watching right now, will continue. Why? Well, everybody makes mistakes, and that includes you too. You may also make a mistake. You may make a sloppy play by accident. You may suddenly find yourself in an unexpected situation. Things might all go wrongly. You might even lose hope of victory like I just did. What do you do then? Well, you either try to achieve victory against all odds, which is, you know, the honorable thing to do, and you might still win. You don't know. You're not a prodigy after all. And at the very least, you will make an honorable last stand. And this is why this video, guys, you're watching right now, will continue despite this previous announcement that I made. So please do let me know what you think, but you can also watch the rest of this video to see how I fare in this horrible situation. I made some preparations already off camera. I assimilated Hurnes, and this didn't do anything for me yet, but I did it anyway just to feel cool about it. But the more important things that I did, or rather am planning to do. Firstly, I did retrofit, the lock is not important, but I retrofitted, I think I already retrofitted the proliferators on the last video, maybe not. Either way, they have the Mega Wand and Steady too. Have I talked about this in the last video? I don't even remember anymore. Still, regardless, I'll assume I did talk about it. If not, then I guess I can cover it on the next video. Foragers, I did retrofit them to actually, foragers, not seconds, do not mistake those two. So foragers now have a lot of armor, and they also have the ring for sharpsons too. Why? Because, I mean, that's the reason. And I saw another army there, and I also saw once I loaded in, another army moving through here to there. So there are at least 3 full, well, not full armies in this case, but 3 very big armies with the Care Rangers. So I'll need to have some ranger people that can fight with ranged people as well, and foragers are pretty decent at that. I also retrofitted Necrodons to also have the ring. It's not that expensive, and it does allow Necrodons to perhaps survive a little longer, even though the Care Rangers are pretty good at killing Necrodons, because of their insane range and initiative, and also very good damage against the Necrodons, of course. So, there's that what I did. The next thing is what I'm going to do, and that is get the Sickener out, send it to Jamoj, or Yamoi, or I have no idea, right away, and besiege it. There we go. Anything else that I need to do? Well, not really. I also changed the production queue in some of my cities. So this city, seriously, it was stupid to keep even one population in the food production. I need every bit of industry I can get right now. So I also moved the extra population to industry there. I changed from sickeners to foragers. I will need some extra foragers. And I also made so that this city will actually make me a single proliferators when it can. In 2 turns, well, that's a pretty good speed to me. Then, in this city, I also changed the build order. I'm gonna get 2 proliferators before I make anything else. I really need those proliferators ASAP. And they're gonna be, like, proliferators are the key unit to all of your necrophage strategy, and nothing will change this. Now, in this battle, I'm obviously going to retreat. continue the siege for as long as I can, but right now there isn't anything else I can do really about that, is there? I moved you to Dust, yep I did, and it looks like everything else is ready. I'm going to move my hero into a city town, just in case, you know, you never know. If the Takari Ranger are to declare war on me by surprise, they can walk into my city and declare the attack. I want my main army defending the Genocide to be this army. I don't want this army to be a reinforcement army, because then I'll be in a disadvantage, obviously. And unless you have army inside a city town, it's not gonna be the main army when the city is attacked. It can only be a reinforcing army, even if it's standing right next to a city. So there is that done. Let's end the turn. Also, this winter, seriously, I could use it as quickly as possible, but knowing my luck, now it's not gonna come. So anyway, Sickener made, yep, the enemy declared a battle over here again, which is, well, to be expected. So let's let my guys retreat once more, like this, all nice and dandy. And in the meantime, I'm gonna grab this Sickener right over here. Oh hey, more Wild Walkers units! I wonder what they are planning! Yeah, I did tell you my situation isn't good. Should have believed me, wow. Okay, I'm gonna move this army over here. Firstly, I'm blocking the path to Chihiro with this army. Secondly, I'll be able to besiege Jamolj on the next turn as well, which is very important, and that's one of the reasons why I even have the Sickener to begin with. Now, this army is going to stay in the city for the reasons I explained before. Everything else doesn't really need my attention, so I can just storm through this turn right now and continue things as they are. I didn't miss anything, right? Yeah, Hyoko is gaining population, so it's working on dust, and now it's actually gaining dust. Whoop-de-doo, I'm so happy. Also, I'm not gonna survive this, but might as well improve the build order a little. I could use the titanium, but, you know, to equip my breakwater shield on my hero, but it's not game-changing thing. I cannot buy this out because then I would be bankrupt very quickly. So, yeah. The titanium extractor is less important to gaining a bit more dust now, especially since if I somehow make it to winter, I will be in a very big deficit, even with cannon fodder. So let's end the turn again. See how quickly things are going? It's beautiful and wonderful, isn't it? So yeah, let me drink a bit of water as the turn is being processed. What was that sound? Oh, okay, Broccolot settled another city. Yeah. As I said, Broccolot I'm not concerning myself with. I can chain siege them without any problems in this city, and in this city I can see over there. This city I don't care about, although I could siege it for good measure, I suppose. There's no problem with Broccolots. I can annihilate them even now. But with Broccolots, not Broccolots, Wild Walkers, so heavy on this thing, I cannot defend against enemies coming from two fronts. It's as simple as that. There's too many of them, unfortunately. So there's that thing. So, oh no. First things first. Let's resolve this battle. Why do I want to resolve this battle? Well, I want to see what this hero is going to do. So, let's retreat. See what he does. He's walking... Okay, he's actually planning to attack me, which is nice. Why is it nice? Because those armies are already in a siege. Which means that if I declare a battle on this hero now, those guys will not be able to reinforce him. Let's kill the guy. It's gonna be a nice and easy victory. And Chihiro, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Chihiro has a prolificator now. And those guys, well, we are about to see the power of prolificators. These are the guys that win your games. These are the guys that make Necrophages the most powerful late game faction. This is why everybody is so, you know, so focused on killing Necrophages in early game all the time. That's why everybody does it. So let's get ready to fight. I'm going to manual this because... Just let me share a tip with you. If you have a prolificator, do not ever pick auto battle, because this guy, when it's controlled by AI in auto battle, it feels like he's just, I don't know, sucking pina colada or something in the background without actually participating in the fight. He never does anything. Sometimes he'll get you one parasite off, but that's most it can do. I never trust those guys. Anyway, so let's see. The enemy only has 2 units, so obviously I'm gonna win, but I want to take as little damage as possible. And I want to infect the 2 enemies as well. Prolificator will come in on one of those 2 reinforcement banners, so I need to leave them open, of course. So, let's see. I need to block those 2 units, and I need to kill the enemy hero with Prolificator. Can I do it? I don't know. But, either way, the important thing is getting as much morale bonus on the units that I will use to take the attacks away from those 2 units as possible. So let's firstly, this unit will attack. It has full health, so it will heal at the start of the next turn. Because it has full health right now, it won't regenerate anything. I might as well make use of it, the fact that it has full health. Next, I want to make sure that it has the absolute maximum amount of morale, which means that I'm going to absolutely completely surround it with Necrodons. Actually, you go over there, I think, so that I can attack this guy later. And you go like this, and you can go like this. So this way I'm surrounding this guy completely. He's gonna have maximum morale, and well, it's gonna be quite wonderful. He will be a wrecking machine. And he's gonna declare the attack on those guys, and they will lose their counterattack. I mean, their move capabilities, which is nice. So this guy obviously goes to this tower and takes the attack off of him. Then I can use all my Necrodons to keep hitting the bastard, and hopefully murder him horribly, and I will not suffer from any retaliation whatsoever, which will be rather nice. Now, next thing, where is my... Well, that is absolutely... Oh, 44 initiative! I gave them this much? Now, I think they actually started with... I'm kind of curious, how do they have this much? I mean, I know they're good with initiative, but not this good. Ah, morale! Morale, that's why. No, it's not morale. Oh, is it my hero? It could be my hero. I forgot what my hero has. He's got, I mean, attack boost. Why does he have 44 initiative? I didn't make it have 44 initiative. Oh, whatever, I'm not gonna care. Do I look like I care? I'll think about it off camera. There's definitely a good explanation as to why I have 44 initiative instead of 33. Oh, of course! I'm on level 2, not on level 1, like the unit in this thing is. All the units you design are always by default unit level 1. This guy is level 2 because, well, I'm in area 2, all units in area 2 start on level 2, so that's why. Okay then, he's got his initiative actually before the hero even, because of his level 2 man. I'm so happy he is level 2. So he's gonna kill the enemy hero by himself most likely. I'll move somebody in to finish off the hero if necessary, like my own hero for example. Actually, I'll just tell him to attack this guy. So if this guy is dead because of proliferate, then my hero will move in to kill the other guy instead. Okay, and now let's make especially sure that nobody attacks... Actually, now that I think about it, you know what I want to do? I don't want to attack this guy with more than 4 units, because I might actually end up killing him before I can poison him with proliferator on the next turn. So that would be not ideal. Okay then, you decide, who are you? You're a forager, nobody's walking to this town looks like, so you go ahead and walk there. And he will also be able to kill the hero if necessary. He's after the proliferator, so it will be fine. Militia, walk toward this town I suppose, and everything should be just fine. Jelly, like I like to say. So, taking counterattack away and also poisoning the bastard, which is nice. Proliferator coming in for the kill maybe? He did kill the enemy hero indeed, which is nice, and now I'm gonna have Necrodons deal an enormous amount of damage to the Star Wars without any counterattack. Of course I'm only getting partial hits, but at least there is a reason as to why I'm getting partial hits. And now I'm getting a full hit, so I'm definitely not gonna complain. Besides, this guy is dead already, no matter what I do, so I don't have to worry about anything. Critical hit at that, yeah, he's toast. So the next turn, you know the deal. I'm gonna attack with the Proliferator, and what else? I want to attack with this Necrodon because it has full health. Actually, this Necrodon has more health, or more maximum health. So I want to attack with it because this way it will regenerate something on the next turn, and the other units already have something to regenerate, if you know what I mean. So you two attack, you walk away, you walk away, you... I mean, if everything fails for some reason, then you can attack. You stand your ground, militia can do their thing. Yep. This is a forager, he can attack. Yep, this is okay as well. And most importantly, this guy will also attack. So let's go ahead and... I don't think I messed this up. You're not attacking, right? Yes, I did tell him to move back explicitly. Good. Alright, then. So this way I'm ensuring that this Stalwart will survive, so I can parasite him. Like so, he's now parasited. And by the way, I'm sure I mentioned this already, but enemies parasited even if you get a miss. Even then the enemy will still have the effect of parasitism applied to him. So always use your proliferators even if they have very low stats. Stats do not matter for those guys at all. So there we go, and look, see! I've got 2 new units absolutely for free. They do cost me upkeep, yes, but it's a new unit for nothing, and it has disease on it. So it's absolutely effing amazing. And this is how you win games as Necrophages. Too bad it's too little too late. Anyway, what else do I do? Well, I move this guy in to reinforce the siege. It's actually kind of strange. I shouldn't be able to walk into this tower because there's a battle over there. A bug. Well, I'm not gonna complain about a bug for my favor. You are gonna die. Can I actually prolong the battle and get some poison damage off on the enemy? We'll see. I don't think I have enough health, but where is my guy? Oh, there he is. He hit himself. So let's have a quick look. Who has the least amount of damage? 57, 57, 48, 48. This guy is on a flank as well. He's got 3 movements, so he can walk 1, 2, 3 tiles. So let's make sure I sit on this tile right there. And I'll defend against this guy's attack. And I might be able to survive his attack, in which case I'll be able to get extra 10 of poison damage on him, which would be lovely. So let's see how things go. The enemy is gonna move towards me. Only one stalwart will be able to attack me, and that is the one that is the weakest one with the least amount of damage. Will I be able to survive? No. And I got a critical miss as well. Well, then there goes my plan. So I wasn't able to pull this off, but hey, it's better than retreating, I suppose. The enemy city is still besieged though, which is the important bit. Let's retreat with my army a little bit, so I'm at least capable of reinforcing Genocide if it's suddenly attacked. Now as for this city. I actually didn't... Oh. Wild Walkers? That you? No! No, it's the Draken, and that's okay! No, it actually is okay. The Draken I don't really care about. Why? Because they're there. They're so far away I don't have to worry about them right now. And when I will have to worry about them, then I'm just gonna blockade this path over here. And they will not be able to make it to me. Ever. So again, those guys I'm not concerning myself with. It's the Wild Walkers that cost me the game right now. So there's that. Okay then, Battleborn, you are gonna go and go over here to besiege this city right over there. Now the next thing is this Battleborn. He's gonna prepare to block the path for the Drakens. So, like I said, if they try to come in, I can stop them halfway through. That's the same plan that I would use against Brokkolos if they were at least a little bit further away. And come on, look at how close they got a capital to my capital. That's seriously unlucky. But hey, things like this do happen. And I would have been fine had I played better, so I blame the situation entirely on myself, like I said. Let's end the 10, and I think I'll end this videocast. It's long enough as it is, and I had things to discuss with you as well. So there is that done. And there's one more thing. Like, I did point out the biggest 3 mistakes that I made. And these are fair and honest mistakes, and I firmly believe, I would have been in a better situation had I... Oh great, that's the Wild Walkers this time around. Isn't it? Yep, that's the Wild Walkers. Now everybody hates me. Lovely. Out of curiosity, what does it take for me to get you guys to choose? Technologies, all of my technologies. Hyoko they really don't care about. Hey, you want Hyoko? All my stuff? Glass steel, spices, this, dust. First of all, I don't even have enough influence now to give them this offer, but no. Looks like 2 cities out of curiosity. Hyoko, Kamaru. Hyoko and Kamaru together, or Hyoko and Chihiro. Yeah, I could force them into truce at the cost of 1 of my cities. And, well, it depends on what they do in this war. It could, if I were to give them... Let's think about this. Probably Chihiro? I would see which city they value more. They might value them the same because they're kind of the same though. I would probably want to keep Kamaru though because it's better, it has better stuff. Actually, does it? 752, 24, 7, 752, 24, 7. Nah, actually Kamaru is weaker. It does have the unique upgrade, but there is no use of it. So I would probably give away Kamaru now that I think about it. Plus, it's closer to the Draken. That's what angered the Draken in the first place. So, okay. Here's what I'm thinking right now, okay? Firstly, regardless if you want me to see how things would have gone if I had to go back a video or 2 videos back, I can do that and simultaneously continue this playthrough as well. So we would have like an alternate reality scenario, so I would record both points of view. What happens in this horrible situation and what happens had I not made those mistakes. I could make this videocast into 2 sideways. So we would have 2 series in a single series. I actually really like this idea as well, now that I think about it. I really do like it a lot, in fact. Because I could teach you more stuff this way. I love it. It's a great idea, actually, now that I think about it. So, I might even do that. Just record both the videos starting from part 3 of the series and the videos continuing from over here and publish them both as alternate reality. Yeah, that sounds good. So there's this one thing that I thought about, but the second thing is I want to talk, before I end this video, about my general playstyle in this series. And I think it might sound strange coming from me, but I think I wasn't aggressive enough. Like, I know, I'm always called as the, everybody always considers me the biggest warmonger, evil dude in Endless Legend community there is. But, I mean, it's true. If I have even the slightest opportunity to have war, to go for the war victory, I'll take it. But why do I do it? It's because it's A, most fun, B, most effective. So, yeah, I'm sorry, that's who I am. But still, the point being, I should have been more aggressive. I should have been more focused on military. The moment I saw that I'm surrounded by 3 enemy empires is the moment I should have stopped dreaming about going for strong economy, quit making the, how is it called, husbandry center, quit making anything else, in fact, besides military and industrial structures. I should have made an all-in and prepare for a war against Broken Lords, make it a blitzkrieg, devastate them. By that time, I would have been able to fight Wild Walkers, especially since it would have been a war on one front. So there's that. Also, one last thing. Please do remember, I cannot allow the enemy to have Genocider. I cannot trade it away either. Why? Because this renders all victory conditions literally impossible for me. In order to achieve any victory condition, well, I either need to be the last player controlling capital. If I lose it at any point, I can no longer achieve this kind of victory. The other military victory is be the only player in the game. But to do that, I will need to kill the enemy's capitals. But once I kill the second last capital, there's one AI with a capital left, which would automatically win the game for that particular AI no matter how far behind it was. Even if I regained control of my capital and had control over all the other capitals in the game, it wouldn't matter, because unfortunately this is how Endless Legend works, which I'm not a big fan of, honestly. There are some things I don't like about this game, even though I do love it. Regardless, you get the point. Genocide is not for sale. Still, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It was PANCZASU, also known as the Mighty Mix Power. I actually feel kind of lighthearted now. Don't know why. It feels okay. The idea of, separate playthroughs, one for the worst case scenario and one for the good idea, doesn't sound too bad. I'm not sure how I'd code them in YouTube titles. That would be difficult. I'll think about it. Anyway, thank you for watching and I'll see you online.